everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, this is a player coming off a subpar performance last week when he was nearly invisible in their passing attack. But at least it was still a win. He'll want to be much more involved in the offense in this one.
It's the Titans going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Backing up. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down, 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Mariota on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Mariota, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, guys.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out come the Titans now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will find his man on the outside. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Can't find anyone open. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here's Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Houston. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are on the bad end of things right now after 2 quarters. The Titans, on the other hand, are just showing more of what they showed last week by playing good football. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Titans lined up at the 15. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and he finds his mark for the score. Titans push their lead to 11. 1st and 10. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Titans go up by 18. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing is Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a 2nd game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, They felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan, but they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver, 52 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Let's go, guys.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game, where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
give it to him right up the gut. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. The handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Titans are going to have a first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores from...
Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Brad Wing now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Let's go, guys.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.